Good afternoon, everybody. We sawed up some 2-inch out of some white pine today. I didn't get a video of that, but it's been a mediocre day. We had some issues. Not sure what those are, or what caused them, I should say. But yeah, I got some stickers cut here, and what we did on the log bunk is from the edge of the log bunk, we got a black mark here. That's 50 inches. So we can just lay our stickers on there. They're usually, well, we've been cutting a little bit of everything here. Some 9s, some 10s, some 12s. These 2x6's here, them are 2 inches short of 13 feet. This is the leftover white pine from that job that we did cutting shutters. So there's a rotten one in there. I don't even think we'll saw that. And we took some pretty big slabs off. Most of them because of the outer, they've been laying around for a while, but yeah, we can lay these on here, take our little skill saw and move it over and whack these off, and pretty easy. Then you don't have to tape measure every one, especially when you get a pile like this. There's not a lot here. We cut most of them up already, and I got them sitting up here drying. And yeah, this is the white pine. It's I don't know, it looks pretty good. But we'll have plenty of places to use these. There's 2x6's here. I got a 2x8 and a 2x10, just because that's how it worked out after we edged it. I finished up some 1-inch, and then these will get stacked. We'll get these piles moved out of here. So the other dilemma I have is I just touched my log rest back there with the blade a little bit. So anyway, the log bunk here is 7 feet wide, and I was going to add on, I already have the tubing cut. I was going to add on down here 3-inch, come out 48 inches, put a gusset and everything on it. But I think what the better plan would be is to center the log bunk. We're going to center it between this jack and this bunk, and then there'll be 3 bunks here for the 8-footers, 100-inch, whatever. Most of them are between 100 and 109. But we'll be able to cut them on them 3. The 12s and the 16s, then will come all the way out to here. So we'll end up having that on 5 bunks. And all I have to do is move this one. We'll move this one down. That way I could put that where that toe board is. That little jack I use on the end, I like putting the butt ends by the saw, because that's, I don't know, that's the way I do it on the circular saw, which I really prefer that. But I know everybody else likes to put the small end over there, but I like my toe kick and all my stuff down here because you don't use it on every log. A lot of these 16-footers and these 12-footers in here, they're pretty close. I mean, some of these the butt ends, whatever, once you get that whacked off there with a chainsaw, they're fairly straight. I made sure when we cut them that we kind of pick at a litter type stuff. There's a few that got some taper to them, but not enough to have to jack around with them. So I like having that stuff on this end of the sawmill out of my way. So this is the blade that we took off. This is a Ripper 37, 7 degree, and I don't know what happened. We had it tensioned good, but it come off and it got wedged behind the wheel, the driven wheel, not the drive wheel, and took a few teeth off, whatever. So I put a 10-degree blade on there, a regular Woodland Mills blade, and we're back to cutting. But what I'm gonna do when I order the new profile for the Ripper 37, the contour of that tooth, they make a different cam for that. I see Sawing with Sandy had one. When I get that for my sharpener, what I'll do is I'll use this as our setup and our test blade. Most of the teeth are good. There's only 6 bad ones. And once I get a bunch of these ready to go. But yeah, this pile here, this is the pile we're going to start on next. Once I get these white pines off the log bunk, I'm going to move that this way about 2 feet, 2.5 feet, somewhere in that area. and it'll still set level. I got all that other stuff out of the way instead of welding onto that. And if I ever haul this anywhere, I know my brother's got a bunch of ash up there. Depending on how much he has, once he gets it skidded out, we may take this up there. We may just haul the wood here. But that bunk right there is 14 by 7. And, you know, it's a lot easier to haul 7 foot. If I add 4 feet onto it, that's going to make it a little more difficult. So I think the ending result, I'm pretty sure I'm going to move that this way 2 feet, and that should cure our problems. Should be able to saw right along. I also have, I brought home a load of that, I don't know if I'm going to walk all the way over there, but I want to say 3 loads of red pine. I got it over there on that trailer. That'll be whole nother story. It was free wood. All I had to do was go skid it out, but it was stacked with a skid steer, and it's full of mud, and lots of it. It's from sand country, so I mean, it's not like it's not able to be washed. We'll have to handle that different. We'll put some pipes out here. I think next to the gooseneck right here, there's a little bit of a hill here by this oak tree, but I think what we'll do is we'll put some pipes down here, some dryer pipe, and we'll lay them on there, and then the kids can run the hose over here from the well out in the pasture, and we'll just wash them off. And some of them may need to be pressure washed. Some of them just a high pressure hose should be fine. But and then we'll get them stacked over here somewhere. This is the start of, there's firewood mixed in with this, but we'll get that figured out. What I'll do is I'll probably move this spreader, and I'll put another row right here, and we'll put all that red pine right here and do that last, kind of keep that separate. This is my miscellaneous stuff. There's 3-inch in here, and there's some 1.5 in here, and there's some stackers in here we'll use. These are some of them white pines that come out of them logs they had laying out in the woods, and the edge of it here, this ain't no good. So I'll resaw these down to 1x4s, and that way we're not throwing anything away. But I think that's all I got for today. I'll get a good video when we start sawing up these last ones before I move this bunk over. There's what do we got here? We got 5 more white pines on here. We'll get these sawed up. I don't know how well this one's gonna work out. She's pretty punky on the outside, but we'll take a slab off, see what it looks like on the inside. So all right, everybody, we'll see you on the next one. I also have to connect all the videos I took of the weekend when we went down to Nokomis, Illinois for the pre-30 show. Once I get them all connected together, we'll get that posted too. But all right, have a good night.